everybody. We are doing something different tonight. Because I often talk about... I talked about this on the stream yesterday. Actually, let me get a drink of water because I am thirsty. So bear with me. Bear with me, nobody. Nobody's actually on right now. That's fine. So I had talked yesterday when I did the stream. Yesterday at the time of the stream, not yesterday if you're watching this on YouTube. If it's on YouTube, that would have been 2 days ago in the chronology of the way they're being posted. But in any event, I had talked about in the last stream, I'd said, oh, you know, maybe I should do a thing where, maybe I should post this. Maybe I should do a thing where, because I have a lot of fun looking at fonts and looking through different things. And I do talk about, have talked about more than once, I've said, oh, you know, you should experience creativity, you know, in whatever way. And that doesn't have to be through doing, you know, actually I shouldn't call this an art stream. Let's see, stream of consciousness, font browsing. I mean, I don't know what else I would call it. Font browsing happening. Sorry, I can't spell consciousness for anything. I think maybe I got it that time. Stream with one R, please. There. Oh, no, that's not right. Stream of consciousness. What is... Oh, consciousness. No, this is not right. Hold on. I have to actually search now for how to spell this. I can spell a lot of things really well. I honestly can. But apparently not this. This is apparently beyond my powers of spelling. Okay, let's see. What is it supposed to be? Consciousness. I'm sounding it out. Hold on. What did I put? Con. Oh, there's an S. Consciousness. So all... No. Wait. Hold on. I think I inserted a letter. Oh, that's... Okay, so I was missing an S and had added an extra N, I believe. Yeah, I'm never going to get that right. Okay. So let's just go ahead. I'll go ahead and post about this. I don't know if anybody's going to even care. This is probably a hugely boring thing to most people, but I'll post about it because why not? Why not just throw it around that I'm doing it and put it out there? And if anybody wants to stop by and listen to me rant and rave about different fonts, they can. And if they don't want to, they don't gotta. That's fine too. So, I mean, it's putting it as doodling, but, you know, it's not really. Let's see. I'm not even going to post it in this. I'm looking at different Discord. I'm not going to post it in these either. I don't think any of these people care. Some of these other Discords, I think people know what a weirdo I am, so I don't think they care. Oh, let me do a quick, yes, let's update. Let's update Firefox. Fate Waves, this is Font Night, baby. Font Night Friday. You are correct. Oh, here, let me get this thing running. Oh, let's do that. Here we go. Not that this intro means anything. Yes, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to browse through some fonts and maybe other stuff too, but for a little bit here because I have a little slice of time. So, okay. So there is... Oh, that actually formats pretty well, actually. Okay, so there's the Behance... Oh, you know what? Oh, no, the Walkman won't... The Walkman... Let's turn the Walkman off for this evening. That's fine. Let me just post about this over on Blue Sky. Let's see. Okay. All right. Oh, I have to copy my message from Discord. By the way, anybody, Blue Sky is now completely open to anybody who wants to be on it. So there's still a lot of weirdo artists there. It hasn't been ruined yet. So go for it. I am over there. I don't post a lot. I didn't post a lot anywhere. I never post a lot anywhere, really. But there's a lot of great people up there. So if you're not already on there and you're into the social medias, it's a good place to be. All right, let me just post this right here. Post. And let me jump over to... come on. There we go. Where is it? Did it not post it? Oh, I forgot. I have to check this. Jeez. I am the worst at this stuff. I really am. Okay, got it. Now it's posted friggin' everywhere. Got it. All right, then. Here we go. So, the two main sites, although I probably will pull up... oh, wait. Let me tell Firefox to go ahead and update, and then I'll shut this off. We're not looking at Firefox. It doesn't matter. I had to use that to spell check the word consciousness because I never spell that right. And did it update? It must be updating in the background. Okay, so let's start with, believe it or not, I already have a, okay, wait a minute. How do I find my, this is how little I do this stuff. Where is the whole mood board thing? Because I know I've got one. Where are they? Where's the mood board thing? For you, yeah, it's for me, but where is my mood board thing? Where is it? Oh man, really? No, it's projects, assets. Oh, whatever, who cares? We'll see it. All right, so let's look for retro fonts. I'm always looking for good retro fonts. Now, I may have to bounce back and forth because the chat window is now behind all this, but I don't want to, minimize the screen or anything like that. Okay, so let's take a look. I was actually doing this on Wednesday night, and that's what gave me the idea before I did oh wait, tell Firefox to quit. Thank you very much for updating. All right, let's see, retro futurism. Okay, so let's see what we got here. Ooh, huh. Now, before we get too far into this, I should say, well, I like this one. The fact that I don't want anybody to think I don't like other fonts just because I'm not picking them. Oh, look at that, man! I love artwork like this. I really do. I love when people can do these really simple but perfectly colored kind of simple. I mean, when I say simple, I don't mean bad. I mean, I am never able to do simple designs that I'm ever really happy with. It's amazing. I so envy people who can. I don't know how easy it is. I want to say it like it's easy, but this is such a beautifully done image. I mean, this has the whole expression and atmosphere in it. I love when people do stuff like this. Oh man, I mean, it might not seem like much to people, but this kind of stuff, yeah, exactly, and that's what I'm saying. See, you get the feeling of it right away, and that's what I mean about. I wish I could do stuff like this. I mean, I probably could, but I know how long it would take me. But I just feel like there's certain people who get this thing, and maybe this took this person a long time. I don't know. But it's beautiful, no matter how long it took. I love it. It's great. That's great. And I like the font, too. Yeah. See? Nice fat, what do you call it? Yeah. Oh, jeez. Look at the donut. Yeah, see, that looks like it's probably the noise filter in Photoshop. So I get what they did there. But still, this design is just nice. It's got a lot of personality. Oh, man. I love when people do stuff like this. I really do. So cool. But yeah, this is a nice font. Look at all this. This is a great font. I will save that to my Fontopia mood board. I don't know how to access it, but oh, here we go. Oh, all right, yeah, a mood board. Yeah, see, I started doing this, and then I'm like, oh, I should do this as a stream. By the way, look at this typeface. Oh, look at this thing. Look at these letters. Oh, God, it's so great. Ah, I love fonts, man. I love when people make fonts. Look at, oh, he's got the circles and everything. This is so cool. I mean, I am going to buy this font, but it's expensive. I can't buy it this week. But I am going to buy this font. I think this font is $250 for every style. But you know what? Look at how well it's made. I cannot complain about that price. This is just beautiful. Look at all this stuff. Man. I mean, I don't even know what I would do with this font, but I have to have it. It's so good. I love stuff like this too. I mean, just the images people put with these fonts. Like, this is how you know somebody's really invested in what they're doing. When they put this level of craft and detail into just showing you how these fonts can be used. Oh man, this is like a New York City subway font, and that's immediately I so gravitate towards subway and kind of. This is the free version. That's the try for free one, but I looked it up and I think it's 199 pounds, which is roughly $250. But I'm gonna pay it. I'm gonna pay it. I don't care. This is really nice. This immediately is, of course, burger joint like In-N-Out or whatever burger. Nice font. Really, really simple, but immediately has that kind of worn and vintage look. Like I can imagine a lot of things to do with this, but this is another one where I love that it's got, there again, it looks like it's the Photoshop noise filter to me, but it's got this kind of look of, you know, old or aged paper or whatever, like something you'd find on a label. It's very nice. I like it quite a bit. So there's that one. This one too. This is another geometric one. And again, a lot of this, man, monochrome can be so good when somebody uses it. And this is very similar to the Systemia. Is that what the other one was called? Systemia? Hold on, Systemia? Systemia type. This is similar, but it's different. It's different enough that, but I do like the fact that that they even point out the 90 degree cut. It doesn't say degree, but that's what they mean. 90 degree cut at the terminals. The ovals. Good oval is so good and tight. Look at this thing. Beautiful. And nice and a good amount of weights. I don't know if this one is a free one or a sale one. I would pay for this one too. I don't care. Buy. Let's see. I'm curious. What is the cost on this one? Let's take a look. Let's take a look. I don't think this one was too bad. I seem to remember looking at this. Yeah, $100. That for a complete for all the families. That is very reasonable. Look at how many families are in here. This is very reasonable for getting 20 font styles for $100. That is good. That's exceptionally good. Frania. What? Oh yeah. I like this one. They're Frania. Yeah, I think there is Polaroids mentioned in this. I'm trying to remember. I thought there was something. Yeah, this is a great one too. Obviously, you can start to. I like this too. I feel like by this point we all know what the Quick Brown Fox is doing is great. Yeah, this is a great font too. Yeah, I like this one too. You know, when people, I'm telling you, man, I have so much respect for people who can put together. I mean, this is such a good demo of this. What's the sale on this one? I mean, I'm going to end up buying all these. That's the thing. See, this is a great site too. Look at this. It's simple stuff, but it works so well. Okay, let's see. I'm curious what the cost on this is. Yeah, okay. That's not bad. 72 styles for $120. That's great. That's great, man. I dig it. Yeah, good for t-shirts. You're right, Faint Waves. It is. This one also I like. This is a very similar. This is another one. This is a very similar kind of Helvetica-looking one. I think this one might be free, but I don't remember. I think this, yeah, extended license. I think I looked it up, and I think for a commercial license you have to spend more. But that's, I probably, I wouldn't. I don't know that I have any commercial application. If I was ever going to use something commercially, then I would probably get the extended font. I have bought a font from Behance, which is the one for the actual show site. So if we go to, wow, I actually did that right for once. Right, so this lettering that you're seeing up here for the show site, that is actually a font called, if it's still on here, I hope it is, because I actually emailed that guy, Adams. There it is, Adams CG Pro. That's it. It's right there. This. Yeah, this guy, I basically emailed, I think, because I don't think he had a sale thing. I think you could just get it. I think one version was free. Oh, sorry, I'm whipping through this really fast. I really loved, I mean, the circle sold me on this one, but also just the way that this is a very symmetrical looking type of font. All caps, which I love. I write generally in all caps, unless I really have to write in lowercase. I saw this font and I'm like, yep, this is the show font. I want it. And I emailed the guy, and I think, if I remember, I said I'd like to use this for our show site and for the show and on our, you know, and I said I don't really sell anything because I don't. I don't lie about it. I said, so, you know what, because I don't think he had a price. I think you could just download the one version, and I think it was like contact me for pricing. Look at that. Look at those numbers. Look at that 7 and 3. Oh man, it's just great. So I emailed the guy and I said, you know, what would the cost be if I want to use it for the site? And yeah, free for personal. And so that's the thing, is I think both weights are actually available free now that I think about it. And I said, no, I want to pay you for this. This is good. I want to use this. And he came back and said $50. And I said, okay, here's 100, because $50 is nothing. I mean, that's very reasonable for a font that I really liked. I like this First Contact one. This is a neat one. I don't know what I would really do with this, but I'm going to end up getting it. I just love how kind of are, you know, stylistic, the letters going around each other. This is really neat looking. But here again, it's so funny how many of these are using what looks like a noise filter from Photoshop. That's really funny. I guess that's just a thing. I didn't pick up on that when I was looking at it before, but a lot of these are using kind of what looks like the noise overlay. Huh. I guess it gives it kind of a filmic or a vintage look. That's interesting. I didn't really pay attention. But this is one, you know, it would have to be a very specific use, but I could see myself using it. I'll end up getting this one. This one I don't think was too expensive. I don't remember. But again, really, I mean, maybe this is a template that people are using or whatever, but man, some of the ones that I tend to gravitate towards do a really good job on selling what they are. I'm trying to see. I thought this was for sale somewhere. I'm pretty sure this wasn't for, oh, there it is. Is it here? Here it is. I think this is the person's, oh, that's a subscription thing. I thought that there was a place to buy this. I thought, maybe I'm missing it. I thought I looked and I didn't think it was unreasonable. I thought it was an okay. I mean, most of the people on these things aren't crazy. Here's another nice old, just a very simple vintage one. This person, I believe, has made several like this, but I like this. Here again, just kind of simple graphics. But this is such a great. I so admire people who can advertise and market things really well. There's a lot of fonts I pick up with nothing in mind. Yeah, oh, please. The amount of fonts that I have, it really is ridiculous. I'm trying to think of what's the most I've spent. I think I've spent $375 on one font family. Beautiful font though. Beautiful font. There's one I could show you. Let's see. It's Burn Type. Burn.type Foundry, I think. I waited so long. There it is. Oh God, it's bright. Oof. Why is that not in dark mode? Why is that not dark? Whatever. That should have been dark. Why is that not dark? Hold on, that's really, because my system thing is dark. Why did it? No, who cares? Okay. Where is, let's see, where is it this one? I think it's this one. Yes! This font, I saw this font on, I think, a Tumblr blog of somebody who did all these weird futuristic things. And I followed this Foundry for, I want to say, 6 years before this font got released, and I jumped on it because I mean, I can't really imagine what I would ever use this for, but I just adore the way this font looks. It's so awesome. I mean, I like this whole site, actually. I mean, this is such a neat interactive with the arrow and everything, but look at this font. Oh, man, that's pretty. Yeah, fonts are great, man. I love them. But yeah, Super. This is a good one. By Super 70. Yeah, I think it was Super 70, and then there was another one I'm trying to remember. Yeah. Yes. There is a Wayland Yutani kind of alien vibe to this thing. Absolutely. You are correct. I think there's two. I think I bought, I'm trying to remember. Yeah, there's two. There's, I think it's 80 and 70. So I think I did the two computer one. Yeah, $40. $40 is nothing for a font like that. I mean, that's very distinctive, whatever it is. I look forward to using that into something. I don't know where's my mood board thing? Oh, here it is. Yeah, this is a good one too. I really, and some of it is just marketing. Some of these people sell. This one I just like. This one just has a nice look to it. This one I think is a pretty simple. Yeah, I just like the way this is kind of somewhat cursive, but not. It's got the cursive feel to it without being full cursive. Look at that. See that with like the paper texture. I mean, this is a more simple one that's just showing different examples, but man, that's pretty. That one might be free too. Yeah, this is a free font. Yeah, with commercial license, obviously, which I would be happy to pay if I thought I had a commercial use. This one is purely weird. Like, this is not even readable. It's like an alien language, but I like it. It's got a very, like that. I mean, that's even if I don't know what that's, is that Kojo? Is that what that's supposed to say? Hold on, is that J? I guess I kind of could read it. Oh yeah, J. Where's the K? Is that what that was? K. Is that a K? Oh no, that's a different glyph. G. Oh, Gojo. Gojo? I guess that's what that is. Wait, where's the O? Yeah, Gojo. Okay. But, I mean, I like it. I don't know what I would use it for, but It's neat. I don't care. Yeah, I don't need a real reason. I just like this stuff visually. This one's a simple one too. I could see a use for this fat evil one. It's very straightforward, but I obviously you can tell I like thick fonts. I like a big, bold, kind of strong, weighty font. There's something really just rewarding about that to me, where I just like it. And this, I like the fact that this is almost like overly too big letters, which I enjoy. And I like this, that they alternate with certain things that are reversed. I think that's really neat. I wish more fonts did that stuff. But, oh man, that's great. I love this stuff. I really do. I get such a kick out of doing this. Okay, I've covered all the ones in my mood board. So let's go back to here. Okay. Oh, I gotta go back to retro font. Boop. There we go. Let's see what we got here. I kind of like this one. This Natasha one. I kind of like how these letters go together. Very hippie feeling, but I don't mind that. Yeah, I kind of like this one. I don't know that I would actually get that if it's cost something. I don't know that I would pay for it, because although looking at these, I do like these letters. So now that I say that, I probably have just talked myself into getting it. See, I like that. That's yeah, that's worth money. When somebody does something like that, that's worth money. That is nice. I don't even know if it costs anything, but I'll take a look. It's nice font. I like that. Let's see, torn pink letters, ultra print. This seems, yeah, see, these look really similar, but they're different studios. That's really interesting. Maybe they are using a format then, because those look like they would be by the same person. Huh. Interesting, interesting. Ooh. I kind of like that. I do like that. Concedia, inspired by 1970 design. Well, that's a good era for type fonts. You had some cool stuff. Interesting. I like this. Yeah. I do like this. Yeah, this is a nice font. I like that. I'm curious, what is the full corporate license for that? What? Oh, that's cheap. Okay, well, I'm obviously not getting a worldwide corporate license, but that is not bad for 12 bucks. Yeah, I'll save that one. I'll save that one. I'm pretty sure I'll get that. That's very pretty. I like it. Let's see here. Variable font. I looked at this one, I think. Pixel fonts are good, but this one, I looked at this one, it really wasn't for me. Let's take a look here. Let's see. I'm looking through it. I'm trying not to rush. Trying not to. Although I do tend to make really snap. Ooh, that's an interesting one. Kesmod. Oh. I don't know that that's really for me, but it's interesting looking. I don't think I really have a use for this, but I like that it looks different. It's interesting. That's a really interesting way to do it too. Huh. Yeah, these numbers are fascinating. Interesting. Well, you know what? There's no reason not to save it. Maybe I'll have something that fits for it. It's interesting. I like it. It's different. It's different. I like when people do something and they try to make it a little more expressive. A retro gummy graffiti font. Yeah, it's kind of like a bubble font. I have so many of these at this point. I have several that are kind of like that. It's neat looking though. It's not bad. I like that. I do like the curly part of it. It almost looks like a balloon animal balloon that's been bent. So I do like that. Let's see. Stargazing. That might be a little too different for me. Wow. Interesting. That for me might be a little too far out there in terms of what I like in a font. I mean, it's interesting. Don't get me wrong. I do kind of like that it's different, but that might be a little too out there for me. Neat though. Again, I admire people who there's so many fonts that look similar. I'd rather have somebody who does something like that and really makes a bold and unique font than not. So it's pretty neat. Double Bubble. Rita. I think I looked at this one. This is an interesting one, too. Yeah. I do kind of like this one. It's interesting. These letter forms are interesting to me. I really like the numbers. And some of these symbols are... You know what? I'm going to save this one. Let's go ahead and save that one in there. Because that... Just on the symbols and numbers alone, I was going to say glyphs. But just on these, I think that might be worth that. Because those are some neat numbers. And symbols. Ooh. Interesting. Look at this one. Oh, wait. This is not a font. This is somebody doing lettering. Okay. So I think sometimes these get mixed in here. I thought for a minute that was a font. It's not. That's okay. But I thought, I was like, oh, wait a minute. But it's somebody doing a, what do you call it? Like demoing something, not actually doing a font. That's the thing, is stuff is going to start getting mixed in, I'm pretty sure. Boogie Boys, vintage. That's interesting. Not really for me, but that has a really interesting kind of 70s and 1870s look going on. That's interesting. It's yeah. Caught my eye. I have a font very similar to this. It's not exactly this, but it has this kind of outlines, which is nice. I've used it maybe once because it's very tough to find something that this kind of font really fits for. It has to be something really big because this is unreadable at small scale. Any font like this is unreadable at small scale. So it has to be a very specific use case, and I think I've only come across one. But I don't remember what the font I've got that's like that, but it's nice. It's a very pretty font. Just don't have a lot of instances where I can actually use it, which is not the font's fault. It's just the way it is. Poster collection. That's interesting. It looks like something. And there's Franny. Oh yeah, Franny is $45. I would pay that. I have no problem with that. Silver Archer. Not my type of R. It's amazing how one letter can kind of throw off the whole thing. Come on. I've noticed this. Adobe sites do this. They have a problem rendering past a certain point. It's weird, isn't it? Let me see if I do this, if it'll fix it. Ooh, wow, it's an interesting font, too. Whoa. Interesting font. I kind of like that. Wow, look at the chop out of the E. Man, this uses negative space really interestingly in how the way these cuts are. Huh. You know what? I'm going to save that one. I'm glad I clicked on that invisible thing. Yeah, so why are these invisible? Which, I'm not going to click on every single one. Yeah, because some of these aren't even fonts. Let's see. I'll look at this one. Oh, the Okami. I've seen this one. Nice font. I like it. I don't have a lot of use for brush fonts, and when I do, I'm really specific about it. Brush fonts have to be kind of just right for me. I don't know how else to put it. That's a very 70s hippy-dippy looking font, which is not a negative. I'm just saying that's what it is. Let's see what this is. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah. Sorry about yawning. That's got a very kind of Sharpie type look, which I generally like. But again, I get really weird about which ones I genuinely want to get. Oh, that's an interesting pixel font. Pixel fonts are another one. I'm really weird about which ones I like and I don't. Pixel fonts have to be just right for me to actually really like them and pick them up. CD Flawless Experiment font. Whoa! That's a Funhouse Mirror font. Wow. Next to unreadable, but I like it. I don't know what use case I would ever apply with this, but I like it. It looks like silly putty font, which is, I say that admiringly. I like it. Interesting. Not something I think I would ever use, but I like it. It's neat. Ooh, look at that. I love just mock-ups. Mock-ups. I want Tess. That's an interesting font with the lines on. Look at this. Oh, this is a video. Well, I don't need to click video. I just need to see. That's a really interesting font. Oh. I can't read any of this. Oh, wait. Okay. Sorry about you. Oh, man. I'm tired, though. For once, when I'm yawning, I'm actually tired this time. Yeah, there was something. It's something interesting about a lot of these fonts. Like I said, even when there's fonts where I'm like, yeah, it's not really for me. I really admire when people try to do something different, because there are a lot of fonts, let's be honest, that look very similar. I mean, as you come through these, you will see fonts that look similar to other fonts. They may have small differences, but to a normal person, they won't really be able to tell the difference. So when you see something that really jumps at you and feels different, like this glass water thing, that feels like, glass water, that fits the name. I like that type of stuff. This look, Gotha, great name for a font that looks very gothic and kind of medieval. So you can tell when people kind of get the idea and want to do something different. I like that stuff. Wow, a 3D font. I don't do anything with 3D enough to make that. Ooh, interesting. Wait a minute, though. Hold on now. Brutalist. Interesting. Oh, I like that. Ah. Yeah, there it is. Brutalist. Should have known. It looked like it. Oh, man. I'm now starting to yawn a lot. Oh. Sorry about that. Okay, this is an interesting one. I like this. Ooh, man. I don't use thin letters a lot, but I really admire it. Look at that A. That's a nice looking A, man. Oh. Wow, I like these letter forms. That's great. Good numbers. Ooh, good at symbol. Good at symbol is underappreciated, let me tell you. I'm saving that one. There are not enough good at symbols around, in my opinion. There ain't enough of them. That's a nice font. All right, let's see. Ooh, humanism. This is a nice one, too. But that looks similar to some other ones that I've already saved. See, that's what I mean. Some of them... Although that S is nice. Hold on. You know what? It's a nice wide font. Yeah, this looks... This might have a very specific use. Interesting. I'll save this one. I can envision some uses of that font. I can. Yeah. I looked at this one. I think this is one of the things I was looking at. I can't imagine what I would use that for, but it's interesting. It reminds me of that super font, too, in some ways. But it's a nice font. I like it. Let's see. What do we got here? Oh, that's interesting. I like that. Safflers? Yeah, Safflers. Oh, Solway. I like this one. This one, look at that. That's like a Burger King ad right there. That's a Burger King ad. It just doesn't say Burger King, but that's what that is. I mean, you can see that being everything. That could have been... Yeah, I like this one. I'm saving this. This has a very specific kind of old school feel to it. This is like 60s, maybe late 50s type of thing. I like this. Yeah, we're saving this. That's a nice font. That's a nice font. Let's see here. Free font off bit. I saw this one too, I think. This one looks like that other one that I was looking at that was a grotesque font too. Free marker font. I do have a lot of marker fonts already. I have to admit, I have a lot. Quite a few. So I don't know that I need another one. Nice font. Don't get me wrong. But let's see. I saw this one, this Max Sands one. I want to like it better than I do, but I do kind of like these letter forms. Like, I like this alternate thing. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's a nice font. I just don't know that it would actually... You know what? Whatever. Save it. Who knows? Maybe I'll think of something to use this for. Because I do kind of like it. Yeah, I do like it. I just don't know that I would use it for anything. But, hey, Save it to a mood board is free, so what do I care? Because that's one of those things where I'll think about a month later, something will come up and be like, I should have just saved that font so that I could actually look at it. Maybe it would work for this, so I'm doing that. I like that infinity font too. That's not bad. Kind of like that the letters form into each other. Yeah, that's a nice font. I'm a 70s. I'm ending up with a lot of 70s fonts. That's interesting. Yeah. Yeah, I like that. I do like that. That's... I could see a use for this. Save it. Why not? Save it. Does it dynamically update this? No, it doesn't. I have to refresh it. And things are... Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's getting big now. Yeah. There you go. Okay, let's see. Okay, anything else that strikes? Oh, I also loaded up future fonts. I do love this site. I've backed a lot of fonts on here. This I just wanted to point out in case people don't know it. This is a great site for fonts. I come at least once a week. I come to this site just to see if there's anything I want, and I have one font that was on here. I backed it. I think I've talked about this on the show. There's a font on here that I backed at like $25, and by the time it was done, it was like $800 by the time the person finished it. So this is basically like Kickstarter for fonts. I backed this one, or I had this one, the Boyga one. I know I've got that one. There's a lot of these that I have, but this is a great site. I just want to point this out. I don't have to go through all because, oh, this one too. I got this Bostrab one. Zeppelin, I have that one. I'm pretty sure I backed Disc. I'd have to look. I'm not signed in, so I don't know for sure, but I think so. A lot of these, I've backed a lot of fonts on this site, and I've been very happy with everyone. Everyone, people have made them better and better and better. So, Poof, I've got that one. I remember that name, so I know I've got that one. I don't know if I have Mint. I don't remember if I got Mint. It's a nice looking font, though. Let's see. This one I think is expensive. One of these is really expensive because I actually got to it too late, and I was like, okay, I can't spend that much on it. Especially because I have so many that are already on here. I mean, even I have to have a limit where I'm like, okay, if I don't have an actual use for this right now, I can't be spent. Oh, Decibel, I got that one. This is too good to have. I got one of the Hangwells, but I don't think it was Neutronic. I think it was a different one. I think I got Service Gothic. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure about that one. I didn't get Mid. I don't think I got Mid Nichrome. I got a different MD one or Mid, whatever. I think I got Burzo. I don't know if this is how you're supposed to be pronouncing it. I'm just saying that. Name Sans. I think Name Sans is the one. Yeah, I backed. Okay, so 345, not 800. I backed this one early. I remember that. It was not that much when I backed it. So I'm very happy I backed it early. There's a couple like that. I think there's 3 that I backed that now are expensive fonts. I mean, I'm sure worth it because, but I gotta really, oh, Nanjuan or Jown. I got this one. I remember this one. I like this one. I gotta really have a use for a font to spend north of $300 on it. That's just not to say that they're not worth it. That's not what I'm saying. That's just a lot of money to lay out on a font family. So I have to have some kind of idea of what I want to use it for. Yeah, these are good. I like this stuff. Yeah. And this is just the retro font search. I haven't even looked for like Sign or Painterly and all that time. This is just the retro stuff. So I know there's way more. Boy, I love looking at fonts, man. It's so cool. It really is. Yeah. Let's see. Price Pop, Brexton. I'm trying to see if any of these are starting to repeat. So far, I don't think so. I remember seeing this one before. This is a really interesting way to advertise that font. I don't know what to make of that. That's very early 80s horror movie looking. I kind of like it. That's not a font for me, but I admire that image. That makes you stop and look at it. That's for sure. That's why I remember seeing that one before, but it came up much earlier in my search the last time. But that's striking. That's striking. Okay, yeah, they are starting to repeat a little bit because I remember this one. This is the lab.co one. I did look at that one. So they are starting to repeat a bit. I think because this is like an infinite scroll thing. So eventually, they're going to start repeating. Even though there still is quite a bit of variety. Oh, I remember Gart Sands too. I think we've seen that one before. This one's interesting. I looked at this one. The plastic bags font. Come on, load up. Yeah, it did this to me last time, too. It didn't seem to want to load the image, which is weird. Oh, there it goes. I really like this font. I didn't save it last time, but I like this. Yeah, it's so weird, but this is a neat idea. Because see, it says here, they give you the ping files, too. So you can recolor all these bags. I think that's really, I'm going to say that. That's a really neat thing. This is a very unique, and I could see a use for this in some instance. Like, this is really nice. I love the fact that you can actually recolor these things. I mean, that's great. Is this something you buy? Let me see. I want to see. I mean, I would absolutely support this. I think this is so neat looking. 57 bucks. That's for what this is. That's not bad. I expected that to be more. Because that is a highly versatile font for the right use. I'm not saying it's something I'd use all the time, but that's pretty neat. I gotta say, I like that quite a bit. Oh, there's Fat Evil. I already saved that one. Yeah, there's so much neat. I mean, Behance, you could spend hours on this site and never run out of stuff. It is so amazing. I love creative people, man. I am so just blown away by what people can do. And I mean, there's so much great stuff in here. Oh, I think I looked at this one. Yeah, I like this one too. Yeah. Yeah, I like this one. Ooh, interesting. This is in Italian. I wonder if I can read this. I don't know what Scartari means. Something in orange and Rito. I don't know what Rito and almost a something. So I obviously I'm not fluent. These delicate things. Others and with a first form of commercial marketing. I mean, I'm mistranslating this, I'm sure. Is testimony to the ideas and the creative ability, depending on how you're using propria, of Italians. It demonstrates the following motives. That's probably meant to read differently. With something in hope. I think Sapienza is hope. Characteristics of different styles and ages in which are realized is I think what that's saying. Form of popular culture, but also communicating attention to different artistic styles of the time. And it has brought in a totally original way I'm trying to interpret what that means. I would guess like the things of Italy in the world. I'm not really sure how I'm supposed to read that. Like I said, my Italian isn't that. I mean, it's polished enough I can get the idea. In fact, at the beginning of the 19th century, I don't know what a groomy Sicilians lived to export things all over the world. That might be what that says. I might be butchering this. I'm sorry. Wow, this is a lot of Italian. Okay, well, I'm not going to attempt to read this anymore. But yeah, I mean, I can read some of this enough. But yeah, this is definitely an Italian font. Yeah, let me save this. I'll save that rather than continue to destroy my language. Yeah. Ooh, Air 1. This is nice too. Look at this. Air 1. Oh, I like that. Ground control to Major Tom. Look at that. Oh, that's great. Oh, that's a pretty font, man. I like it. Yeah, free font too. I'm curious, what's the full version go for? I would absolutely pay for this. $19? Oh yeah, I'll get that. That's nothing. I mean that in the best way. This is worth well more than $19. That's great. That's great. Okay, so the only problem with this is I'm staring at a computer screen too much today because my eyes are starting to go wonky. You know what? I think I'll bring this stream to a close here because, man, my eyes are starting to bug out a bit. Because the problem is when I look at this stuff, I lean really close to my monitor. Even though I don't have to, it's just how I'm used to looking at things. So I'm very close to a very bright screen, and I can't imagine that's good for my eyes. So I think I will do this again. Because this was just a retro font search. This wasn't even a general font search. And I found a bunch of stuff. So I will keep doing this. I think this is fun. I won't do it in place of the normal streams, but I will do these when I have little segments of time because I think they're fun. So yeah, this is I just enjoy looking at this stuff. So that's fun for me too. And I just build up fonts. I mean, I imagine just from the fonts that I looked at, I'm probably close to $700 or $800 in fonts. Something like that, I think. Yeah, because one of them's $200 by itself. So yeah, I'm probably close to $700 in funds. So I won't be buying them all at once, but I will slowly chip away. But thanks for stopping by, Faint Waves. I like doing stuff like this. This is actually something I wanted to do, and I've thought about before, is showcasing other people's stuff. You know, and I'll probably do some version of this for like artwork and stuff too, because why not? The only one I don't know that I could do would be music, because there's probably some copyright problem, so I couldn't play songs really. Maybe through I don't know, can you do that? Because Bandcamp, you can just play the songs, but probably not. There's probably something there too. So I couldn't do it for music, but I could certainly do it for artwork and showcase other people's stuff, because I just like talking about it. And I find it to be a lot of fun, and it gives me good ideas for stuff. So I think I always think that you check this stuff in the background. So, I think my wife is calling me. So I am going to go ahead and bring this stream to a close. Thank you for stopping by, and we will see you on the next stream. Until then, take care. Talk to you later, Faint Waves.